Hello to anyone and everyone who may be watching. I am the War Squid, and in this video we are going to continue on with our Soviet campaign here on Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. What we're going to do is jump right into the cutscene that precedes the 8th mission in the campaign, and after that we're going to get right into the gameplay.
Нет, нет! Я нашел его!
General, do not listen to Yuri's lies! He is not...
Pay no attention, Comrade General. He no longer means anything to us. We now have a more important task at hand. The American President Dugan has surfaced here in San Antonio, Texas. Perhaps he intends to retreat to the Alamo. We capture him and bring him under our control.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
So essentially we're going to have some troops paradrop in right here, and they're all going to get killed. It's just going to be a demonstration of what we're up against.
Listen to me, you Soviet scum. You can root around all you want, but you'll never find me, and you'll never take me. You call yourself a general? We're laughing at you, Red.
Commencing assault. Outstanding.
Okay, so right off the bat there are a couple interesting things about this particular mission. You'll notice there's no unrevealed terrain, so we have access to the whole map right off the bat, which is nice. And second, you'll notice we only get 2 units available to us, and these are the psychic troopers that can take over enemy units. So we had a patrol drive right past us, which was this guy here, which is why we have that available to us. You'll see I'm taking out these people that are just walking around. It's something to be weary of on this particular mission is the civilians rather will fire at you. So I'm trying to get an example of that. If I drive up right next to this guy, for example, he's going to begin firing at me, as you can see there. So something to be wary of and mindful of. You don't want to get your psychic troopers next to one of these civilians that's going to fire upon you. Could be a very silly way of losing the mission pretty quickly. So something to be careful of.
We're being attacked. Securing position.
So the first thing I would do... Oh, shoot.
On my way. Double time. Double time.
First thing I would do would be to focus on taking over these structures here, which are right next to where your psychic troopers drop in at the beginning of the mission.
Sir, yes, sir. Enemy sighted.
There we go. Okay. So if you take one of these engineers here,
Need a repair? Analyzing schematics.
and take over this barracks, take the other, and utilize him to take over that battle lab here. That's going to give us the ability to train some infantry units as well as a spy, since we have the battle lab as well. And you'll notice that we only have $4,000 available to us, so not a lot of capital, and there's no way on this mission to increase the capital, so it's something you have to be very mindful of if you're going to spend any money or train any soldiers. You have a very limited supply that you're working with.
Where's my horse? Vehicle ready. I know you're predictable. Thoughts received. Yes, sir.
Okay, from here we're going to move across the top of the map.
Driver up. On our way, sir. Securing position. The mind is clear. Your thoughts.
And towards this second set of light blue buildings here. Ultimately, that's where we're going to want to go.
Psychic ready. I know your thoughts.
But we have a few things I'd like to do on the way.
Wish. Thoughts received. Vehicle ready. Good to go. Driver up. Tell me your wish. Of course. My command
Vehicle
is
ready.
your wish. Forward. Psychic ready. Tell me your
We're going
wish.
to position this psychic trooper here, ready to take over this guy when he drives close enough. No.
My command is your wish. Tell me your wish. My command is your wish.
That's not what I want.
There's no resistance. Vehicle ready.
Perfect.
Outstanding. Ready to roll.
Okay, so if you have these guys taken over
Vehicle on our
here,
way, sir.
that puts us in a good
Ready to roll.
position to
Bound forward. Closing in. High speed, weapon low drag. High speed, low drag.
take out a wall that leads into this base here. That way you're not driving straight up into these psychic towers here.
Weapon ready. Unit reporting. Closing in. Unit reporting. On our way, sir. Driver up.
And essentially, there's a number of ways that you can approach this particular mission. Honestly, what we're trying to do is just
Driver up.
pick apart this enemy base until we can get close enough with one of our psychic troopers to mind control the president there.
Fire zone confirmed. Vehicle ready. Vehicle ready.
And in order to do that, what we have to do is take out these Navy SEALs that surround him so they don't just turn their guns to him. Because if he dies, we also lose.
Commencing assault. Destination, Commander. Weapon ready. Commencing assault. Commencing assault.
Okay, now he's 3-starred, so that's if you can get one of these guys, not only acquire one, but get him to
Outstanding.
3-star veteran status, that is
Securing position.
pretty big game changer for this particular mission. So now I want to keep him safe.
Closing in. Destination, Commander.
Okay,
Bound forward.
Psychic ready.
so
Thoughts received.
from that point, I'm going to train a couple engineers.
New rally
You have to be
point.
very careful if you train any infantry units from here that you carefully guide them wherever you want them to go, because if you just
Unit
pick a rally point, they're likely going to like run this direction and then turn this direction and just get themselves killed by those prism towers. So you got to be very careful here.
Yes, Commander. Moving. Unit reporting.
But with those
High speed,
engineers,
low
I'm
drag.
looking to take over this tech airport, which will allow me to call in paratroopers for the remainder of the mission.
Fire zone confirmed. On our way, sir.
So I want to take out these pillboxes here.
Fire zone confirmed. Securing position. Fire zone confirmed. Commencing assault. Closing in. Weapon ready.
So essentially, my goal personally is to acquire this sniper with my psychic trooper here. Now you can utilize this helicopter, and that is an effective way to go about this mission as well, because outside of these patrols, there's only one defensive structure that's anti-air inside the entirety of that base. So if you want to utilize the helicopter, that's a very good way to
I know your thoughts.
start picking apart the enemy base. I just don't personally prefer to use that.
High speed, low drag. Bound forward. Weapon ready. Fire zone confirmed.
What I prefer to do is take this sniper here,
Give me a target. I'd love to kill him. Settling in.
and then if we can get him
Just give me a clear view.
paired with this guy here, we're going to be able to wreak havoc on this base quite a bit. Especially when we start to pair that with paratroopers as well, which we'll see in a moment.
Checking designs.
Psychic ready.
But now we need to keep these guys safe,
My command is your wish.
Give me a target.
and from here we can begin
My scope. Yes, sir. On our way.
taking out these infantry units that are guarding this
Taking him
base.
out. Taking him out. Destination, Commander? Eliminate him. He's in my scope.
And frankly, another cool aspect of utilizing a sniper is that if you fire at a tank,
Unit reporting.
it's not effective, but it will bait it into following you,
Installing in.
like so. And then since we have this paired with this guy here,
Give me a target.
who's at 3-star
Settling in.
veteran status, we can dispose of that pretty easily, and we'll do so with this other tank as well.
Destination, Commander? Sniper ready. Eliminate him. Ready to roll. Unit
Okay.
reporting.
So with those taken care of, what we're going to
Eliminate
do
him. He's in my scope.
is move this guy to the opposite end of the base now as well.
Outstanding.
And then
High
just
speed,
like we
low
did
drag. Fire
over
zone
here,
confirmed.
we're going to take out this
High
wall.
speed, low drag. Weapon ready. Securing position. Weapon ready.
And we got to be very careful not to get in the range of these prism towers.
Outstanding. Weapon
And we're going to
ready.
start taking out this power. And if we can take out all these power plants, then the base will simply be
Good to go.
without power entirely,
Closing in.
like so. So as you can see, the prism tower stopped spinning, And as long as we can take out the remainder of the power plants, there's no fear that there's no possibility that the power can turn back on. So essentially you've just completely neutralized the threat of these prism towers and the Patriot missile as well. So now from here, all we have to be very careful of is not to accidentally kill the president here. If we do that, the entire mission is going to be lost.
Destination, Commander? Bound forward. Good to go. Give me a target. He's in my scope. Taking him out. He's in my scope. Taking him out. He's in my scope. He's a dead man. He's a dead man. He's a dead man. Settling in. Just give me a clear view. He's in my scope. Settling in. Just get me close.
So we've completely neutralized every threat around the president here, and now frankly this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to lose one of these two units because my psychic troopers can only control one thing at a time, and I need one of them to take the president. So I'm gonna kill my sniper.
Unit reporting. Weapon ready.
And then one of these guys will be free, which looks like this one. And I'm going to use him
Securing position. Good to go.
to go take out the president. Or to go take over the president, I should say.
Tell me your wish.
And then that should conclude the mission entirely. Our only objective is to use mind control to capture the president. So, simple as that. All you have to do on that mission is essentially use a little bit of strategy, pick apart the base defenses one at a time, and there's a number of ways you can do that. Like I mentioned, you can use those tanks to take out the walls and just cut through where the defenses are not in range, or you can utilize the helicopter and do so that way, or you could find another way. But those are the two methods that I've found to be the most effective, particularly the one that I used in this video here. So that's all there is to it, and I hope I see you in the next video. In that one, we are going to continue on with our Soviet campaign, and I will see you in the next one.